Tim Lawton, and wow, what a last 48 hours it's been. When I did my podcast at the beginning of the week, I said it was going to be a tumultuous and historic week. Well, it certainly turned out to be. So what's happened this week? Well, Tuesday we eventually had that vote on the meaningful vote on the withdrawal agreement. Not surprisingly, I'm afraid the Prime Minister lost it, and it was with regret that, as I said I would, I voted against it, along with a lot of my colleagues. That deal, as far as I'm concerned and Parliament's concerned, is dead in the water, and I'm pleased as a result of that the Prime Minister has now started talks with parliamentarians from across the House to try and find some solutions going forward. Now, the whole thing was rather complicated by the following day when Jeremy Corbyn, on behalf of the Labour Party, came up with what I'm afraid is a very political and opportunistic stunt, and had a motion of no confidence in the government, and we wasted a whole day debating that, and the government comfortably won. After that, quite rightly, the government invited all the leaders of the political parties at Westminster to Downing Street to start talks about what we can agree on. And those talks started straight away last night. It's a shame, frankly, that Jeremy Corbyn didn't take part in those talks and has put down all sorts of conditions. I hope he'll change his mind. What's then going to happen next is next Monday the Prime Minister is coming back to the Commons with a progress report on some new possible solutions. Clearly she needs to talk to Europe as well, because this needs to be agreed with the EU, and then the following week we'll have a fuller debate to see how we can progress those. I am still confident and optimistic that we can get an agreement before March the 29th. We've now all got to rally around to see how we can come up with an agreement, how we can come up with solutions, rather than just constantly, as I'm afraid the Labour Party has been doing, saying why things won't work and computer says no mentality. A lot of work to be done. I want to work constructively with the government, with other politicians and parliamentarians to come up with a result that respects Brexit, works for my constituents and works for the country as a whole, and works for Europe, and that's what we're going to be concentrating on.